Welcome to Kinnick Stadium, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. This crowd is fired up, ready to see some defense, some offense, and because we're in Iowa, some solid punting. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's that defense shifting again. On the run, it's Johnson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
To the air, it's Sullivan. The ball is caught. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Hawkeyes are on the move here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Hawkeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense.
Let's go.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, great job up front here getting this 1st down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those 1st downs.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. to make a difference today. The sure hands. It's Evans. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. He's going to hand this off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes the score 7-3.
That makes the score Penn State 7, Iowa 3.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Running with purpose. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. The Nittany Lions looking to keep this drive rolling.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. To throw, it's Aller. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Will he score here? That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Back in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense
The ball carrier
is up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Breaks loose at the 15. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa.
I mean, you're backed up all the way near your own goal line. I mean, they're at their own 1-yard line. They're just trying to get a little bit of room. And instead, the length of the field, 99 yards for a touchdown. What a play.
So the try to add to the lead now in the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that 1st down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught over the middle. Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Down he goes, a sack. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone now. Looking to throw. It's Allen. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Catch made on the out route. Now the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Iowa.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And the receiver's got it.
Always have to be careful on the sideline, not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
The Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Linebacker shifting around now. Back to throw. It's Sullivan. Defense is coming after him. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Iowa.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up.
42 Spider.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. The back's got to run the pitch. They bring him down right at the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And now from the pistol formation. A handoff to the back. Finds room at the 30. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Nice grab. It's Evans. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play after that completion. To throw, it's Aller. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's getting fourth down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They go with a direct snap. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
First down, looking to throw the football. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Looking for a gap, it's Singleton. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime. As the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First and 10 play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and it gets the yards he needs with the sticks.
The Hawkeyes looking to keep this drive moving. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Sullivan. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
And the Hawkeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Parker. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. This should be the last play of the quarter. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Penn State 27, Iowa 17.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
But that is another nice run by this running back. And they needed every yard on that particular play here on fourth down. This guy continues to grind it out and get the yards that he needs to lead this offense to a big day.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The Hawkeyes pick up enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route ability. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on first and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
The Hawkeyes are in the red zone.
Black 24, green 25.
To throw, it's Sullivan. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Trying to find room. It's Johnson. Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. His way in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
team is out on the field. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Scanning the field, it's Aller. And here comes a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On third down, he drops to throw. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play. The Nittany Lions will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on fourth down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They'll run it to the left. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Sullivan. He's running out of time here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Looking for his back. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
1st down here for this offense. And they'll take a knee with less than a minute to play. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.